All right, my name is Austin Carrington. I'm the worship pastor at Grace Community Church in Great Bend, Kansas. I'm going to do a tutorial for Is He Worthy in the key of B. Now, this song has a lot of piano going on, so most of this tutorial is going to be assuming that you don't have a piano, because if you do have a piano, you probably are just going to lay out for a good chunk of the song. But especially in verse 1 and 2, there's this picking. Well, it's not picking, but this arpeggio pattern that the piano does. And if you don't have a piano, you can do something that's similar. It's not the exact same notes, but it's close. And so I'll show you what I do for that. Chord-wise here, you're going to be in the key of B. So I like to go K before, play in G. So first bit here, G chord's pretty typical. This is your campfire chords. C, you're going to be kind of droning these here for the most time. Now, on the picking thing, it's going to change a little bit, so I'll go over that later. But for now, that is the majority of it. You're going to have a D sharp minor, or if you're playing in G, it's going to be a B minor. So if you do that, what I like to do, it's as if you're doing a D chord, kind of. Pinky goes there, middle goes there, and then you go second fret of the A string. And that's going to be kind of your B minor. It's a lot easier than going like that. So that's the shape for B minor. What else you got here? I think that's about it. Yeah. So I'm going to play the riff. I'll show you kind of what I do first. So you're going to do what is basically like a C sus. So I go thumb. So imagine you're doing your G chord here. You're going to be pedaling here on the G and B strings. And then so what you're doing here is, and you're going to be doing that same thing most of the time. Again, that's not exactly what they do in the recording, but it's close, and it's, the notes are a little different in the recording, and of course it's on the piano. And you're going to kind of cycle through the thumb here, so it's going to be kind of like, I like to hit that little there as a turnaround. But so you can see this bottom part of my hand's pretty much doing the same thing all the time. The picking is pretty much the same. The only thing that changes is what note you're hitting with your thumb. So on the G, and then E minor, and then C. So that's kind of the picking pattern. So I'm not going to go through it a whole bunch of times because I'm going to be playing it when I play along with the song. But again, in the actual song, I don't think the acoustic guitar comes in until like the chorus probably. So just kind of listen to the recording, and depending on your instrumentation, you may need to play that. If not, say that you are the only guitar and say there's no piano, and you can't play the picking part. I'll show you real quick what you do there. You're going to do a similar rhythm. So you can hear it's the same rhythm, but you're strumming it. So it's got a lot of da 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 da. So you're gonna have a lot of these up strums. The rhythm is just up and down, but it's how you emphasize it. is there. And it's going to do something like that later on in the song. So it's worth practicing that. So anyways, here we go. Let me back it up a little bit here and I'll play along. Again, the notes are going to be a little bit different than the piano, but it's going to be pretty close. I'm going to switch to strumming now so you can hear what that sounds like. But you normally wouldn't strum here yet. Flowing, so the rhythm will be hard to play along with. And it goes a little bit straighter. That was too abrupt, I'm sorry.
Is he worthy of all blessing and honor and glory? Is he worthy of praise? He is. Does the Father truly love us? Does the Spirit move among us? And does Jesus our Messiah, oh, forever rose alone? Does our God time to love
Wasn't paying attention. Not supposed to play there. But I come back in here. There it is. Hard one to play with the recording. They do a lot of rubato-ness where it ebbs and flows and stuff, so it's hard to play along to. But I did make a mistake there on measure pickups into 68. The guitar is supposed to drop out and just piano only. So bearing that in mind, if you read the chart, it's on there. So that is kind of the idea there on that song. Again, you can do the picky part if called for. If you got a piano, let them take it because it sounds better on piano. But that's kind of the idea.